Hello everyone, welcome to KWOOK TV, your new favorite cooking show. Please say it is. I'm begging you, please say it's your favorite show. And today we're talking about pasta because a lot of people tend to overcomplicate pasta in my opinion. And today I want to prove to you that the best pasta only takes like a couple ingredients. For example, the first pasta we're gonna do is called burro e parmigiano. Which literally translates to butter, burro, and parmigiano. And for the best results, you really want to focus on the ingredients. Like, for example, I'm using like a slightly nicer butter with a high fat content, and it's also slightly salted. The pasta I'm using is De Cecco. I like this brand. It's not too expensive, but it's, in my opinion, vastly superior to your normal pasta. You can use any shape you want. I was feeling this one, this rigatoni type pasta, because I like these ridges. I feel like these ridges are gonna do great with the sauce. I saw this video of a guy making just fancy butter pasta, and I was like, I need that. I need that in my life. I'm gonna boil just a little bit of water here. In the meantime, we're gonna deal with our parmigiano. So the thing is here, we want this to melt pretty quickly into the sauce. So if you have a microplane, it's best to use this to grate it. And in terms of quantity, you know, just do whatever feels right. I don't think any like Italian grandma is gonna measure the amount of parmigiano. We're cooking this for our grandchildren. Low-key, I think I'm gonna be such a good grandparent. My grandkids are gonna be excited as fuck to see me. I'm gonna make them the best food they ever have, and also like talk to them about like politics and shit. And I'm gonna use my wok. I think this is a perfect pasta device, because you can... So your boiling water, you wanna salt it. You don't wanna salt it like the sea. Some people say salt like the sea. The sea is super salty. You just want a little salt to bring out the natural flavor of the pasta. And I'm just gonna drop in, you know, an arbitrary quantity of pasta. You might be wondering why I'm using such a low amount of water. And that's because, so here's holy shit, going through freaking puberty again. The pasta water itself that has the little starch that comes off of the pasta as it boils, and it's gonna help bind the sauce together. So you're gonna see in virtually all of these pastas, I'm gonna use some pasta water. So we're gonna cook this to almost al dente. I feel like I'm on freaking TV. I got multiple angles. Is this still going? I hope so. So the way that I know to tell whether pasta is done or not is to look at it and touch it and shit. My pasta is almost done, almost al dente. So what I'm gonna do is take this salted butter, just drop a little bit in there. My heat on low, just to kind of keep it all warm. With the very al dente pasta, I'm literally just gonna drop it here. Don't overthink it. Get some of that water in there, that's pretty essential. So virtually with all pasta that I make, I just put it from the cooking water into the sauce pot. And now literally just a bunch of parm and just toss. Whoop, 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 whoop. Add a little more butter. It's really buttery pasta. And that's salted butter, so we don't need extra salt. And you can see the sauce is gonna come together. Maybe a little bit more pasta water. But don't overthink it. Just focus on it. Focus on the technique. Just feel it, smell it, look at it, hear it. You hear a schwiggle? It needs to blop, it needs to bloop. Ooh. And just be patient, you know, you don't gotta rush anything, but you can kind of see in real time how the consistency changes. As it cools down, it's gonna thicken even more. Oh, but look at that, that's so pretty. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's plate, because with pasta, you really wanna eat it immediately, because it's all about the texture, it's all about the freshness. That's why I never get like takeout pasta. And that right there is really nothing fancy. Of course, it's nothing fancy. It's just technique and 2 ingredients. I hope this camera works, otherwise you're looking at my back right now. Oh my God. Sure, make me want to dance. Oh, the fact that this is just butter and parm is remarkable. Okay. So pasta number 2, we're gonna talk about tomato sauce. And tomato sauce, in my opinion, unless you have access to some really nice ripe tomatoes, a can is always gonna be your best bet. I like this brand, Mutti. These are pomodorini datterini, which I don't know what it means, but I think it's like smaller tomatoes. Oh yeah, look at these small tomatoes. Yeah, these are like cherry tomatoes, I guess. Listen, this may sound a little pretentious, but the way I like my tomato pasta is very tomatoey. So I just want to have an enhanced version of this tomato flavor. So what I do is literally heat good olive oil. This is a Greek olive oil. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I'm just gonna dump this can directly in. I'm gonna cook this down. And this oil is gonna fry the tomatoes, bring out those flavors. And I add some salt. This is looking very nice. So you can see this frying. I'm gonna get splashed, I know it for a fact. I'm gonna take a masher and mash it, that's what it's for. And I like to keep it a little chunky. It doesn't have to be fully blended, you know? Now you could add garlic to this. Oh, you know what I'm gonna add actually? Never mind. I'm gonna add some basil. Just drop some basil in there, it's gonna flavor it. Oh, the smell. And I'm gonna cook this for maybe 10, 15 minutes. Look at that. Smell that, smell that. Oh my goodness. Like already, the flavor of that is crazy. Like I'm really trying to like make you understand this. It only takes straight up 3 ingredients. I keep repeating it, but I want you to really know that you don't need to overthink it, especially with pasta. With pasta, you gotta feel it. You just gotta like smell it and look at it and taste it. Look at that. Look at that. And for this, I wanna use, there we go, spaghettini. And by the way, if you wanna support this show, it really means a lot to me. If you go to my Patreon, you can also find all my recipes there, patreon.com/KWOOWK. Really, your support directly allows me to make this, and it's not that much. It's like, think of it like buying me like half a coffee every month. It really helps. So if you can, please go to my Patreon. I'm gonna add my pasta. Just drop it in there. Don't overthink it. That should be my motto. I never told you about this, but I was actually diagnosed with OCD. So overthinking is kind of like in my nature. It's really hard for me not to overthink, but cooking, in my opinion, is an activity. It really allows you to be in the moment. Kind of like only focus on what's in front of you and going with the flow. Mistakes happen in the process, you just gotta own it and move forward. If it gets a little too thick, don't worry about it. We can mix in some pasta water. It's gonna emulsify it even more. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, what the shit? I'm not using this anymore. Oh my God, this straight up tastes like, it tastes like dishwasher. Thankfully it didn't leak into the sauce. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm happy with my pasta. So I'm straight up going to floop. Just grab it, toss it. Make sure you get everything. And as usual, just a little, half a ladle of pasta water. Now it's the fun part. Ooh. Feel that flop. There's harmony in that flop. And if you don't want to toss, you can also just kind of do this. So you want to look at it. You can see now it's a little too liquidy, but eventually it's going to coat. Look, already it's happening. I want to show you. You see the coating on that? Like if you look at each individual noodle, it has a nice coating of tomato. You don't want the sauce to be on top. You want the sauce to be all over. Pasta, pasta, pasta. I made too much. Fuck it, just dump it in. That's too much. You can add cheese, I mean parm of course on top. I don't like cheese on my tomato thing. I just want it to be tomato. And you're gonna make a mess, but that's fine, that's just life. Now this looks like a cartoon, like a Lady and the Tramp spaghetti. Look at that. I mean, yeah, doesn't get much more basicer than this. Beautiful. Needs nothing more. I'd be super happy if I just had that. Okay, now I want to show you my favorite one. So my favorite pasta of all time is called aglio e olio. Only 2 ingredients, garlic and olive oil. And parsley, but for some reason they didn't put that in the name. The trick is you want to take your garlic and slice it super thinly. Just be patient, don't rush it. Paper thin slices. It's all about this delicate garlic texture. Look at that, that's so pretty. And I think technically you don't need parsley to make this, but I love a lot of parsley in mine. It just adds a lot of freshness, a lot of herby greenness, nice color. This is literally all you need. That's all the prep. You want to take some good olive oil. Make sure to, you know, when we're only using a couple ingredients, we need to make sure the ingredients are good. You want to gently fry these garlics in olive oil, just to extract all of that flavor out. Make sure you don't burn. I think that's the biggest mistake with this. Look at that bubbling. See that? It's gentle bubbling. Like I'm even taking it off the heat. so I don't burn it. Because this can burn very easily, so you're gonna have to be careful. And this not only cooks the garlic, but also infuses the oil with garlic flavor. So now as soon as I see my garlic get a little bit of color, I'm gonna turn off the heat and just let this cool down, infuse all that nice garlic flavor in the oil. Salt the water, this time a little bit more. It's because we don't have salt in here. And I'm just gonna drop in my pasta and it's gonna soften up. Fun fact, this is actually the first pasta dish I tried making for my girlfriend. She broke up with me shortly after. No, she didn't. She loves me, I think, I hope. But the first time I tried making it, it was a mess. This is actually pretty hard to master because it's very easy to burn this and it's also pretty hard to make the sauce, to emulsify the sauce. So I hope I'm gonna get it right. So my pasta looks almost done. So what I'm gonna do is turn this back on, just gently bring it up. Again, really making sure not to burn this. I'm gonna take some pasta water. Whoop. And be careful when you do this, because it might splash. More, just mix it. This is only gonna reduce into a nice sauce once we add our pasta. I'm gonna add it straight in. The pasta also has starch. If I did everything correctly, and I think I did, it should turn out very nice. If you've seen the movie Chef, this is the pasta the chef makes to impress Scarlett Johansson. Just toss. It's gonna be liquidy at first, but eventually the liquid turns into sauce. Add some salt, just to finish it up. Look at that, look at that. Scarlett Johansson, call me. Okay, I'm gonna kill the heat, because we got our sauce. I'm gonna toss a bunch of parsley in here. Ooh, and I made a mess, but it doesn't matter. You just gotta have fun with this shit. Have fun with this pasta. Have fun with any pasta. Look at that. Oh, and all that flavorful oil is now in this sauce. Make sure we're a little flaky. Okay, let's taste. It is so simple. It just really lets the pasta shine. Such a nice coating of just flavor. Don't forget to like and subscribe, right? And I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Smash the like button.
Smash it. Smash that like button. This is the like button?
The like button.